Today's video is going to be a time lapse of me drawing a gremlin with ADHD as part of the October Patreon and C Street Market stickers pack. While that's going on, I'm going to be hard at work packaging down some art prints, greeting cards, and some more stickers for this weekend because it is Culture Fest here in Springfield, Missouri on historic C Street. Come on down on Saturday, the 28th of September, and see me and get yourself a self-help werewolf and have a good time at the Culture Fest. There's going to be a lot of vendors, a lot of cultural food trucks, a lot of performances and demos, and just a great time to be had for all. I hope I'll see you there. Now, you go draw while I get back to work. Doing this sketch was a little difficult because I don't want anyone to ever feel like I'm making fun of them. I'm perfectly comfortable with self-deprecating humor on anxiety or bipolar disorder because I live with those, but I don't have an ADHD diagnosis, so I didn't want anyone to feel like I was swinging at them for things they can't control. That said, I feel like my audience has a pretty good sense of humor and likes to feel seen with the things they struggle with. So I'm not too terribly worried about that. Once I let myself relax about that particular hurdle, it was a lot of fun doing a little gremlin guy. I kept it light and loose and just tried to have as much fun with it as possible. A lot of the things I incorporated were stuff I just thought would be common issues someone might have if they are living with ADHD, but not necessarily something that is just a stereotype. So one of the examples I really like that the hair is combed on one side and messy on the other, and the Gabo gremlin missed a button on the shirt, all of which are actually things I do on a fairly regular basis, even though I do not have ADHD. Maybe I should talk to someone about that. I also really just wanted to draw a fidget spinner, so that's what went on here. I actually had to take pictures of my own hand and kind of re-reference them to figure out exactly how you hold a fidget spinner because I love playing with mine. And I at first was going to really have this hyper exaggerated hand doing it, but I decided ultimately just to go with simple and easy. When I started on the detail sketch, I decided I really wanted to add some fun little detailed features as I went along. One thing I wanted was to have one like hyper focus eye and one out of focus eye. I wanted that hair to really show through as being one side combed, one side messy. I think my favorite thing about this little gremlin is these ears and how this little curly SQ thing came out. I am less happy with how my one tooth sticking out on the top and one tooth sticking out on the bottom turned out, but I still like the design decision. I think it's a cute little element to him. At this point, it is probably worth talking about how drawing someone holding a cell phone from behind the cell phone is the absolute bane of my existence. Ultimately, I cheat and give the gremlin extra long fingers, which I feel like I can get away with because he's a gremlin. But really, holding a phone is like one of the most pain in the butt things you can draw. Conversely, I think this fidget spinner turned out perfectly, and I'm very happy with that. My inking process has always been very straightforward. I use the vector brushes in Adobe Fresco because I like nice, smooth, clean line art. But on this particular image, I had to do a lot of fixing my detail sketch. I also really liked having this concept of the Rinnegan ring eye from like Naruto on the gremlin, but ultimately when I inked it, decided it did not work well and got rid of it. Again, I just really love these ears and the way the hair plays around the ears and the whole thing. I'm very proud of that. I'm gonna toot my own horn. I like these ears. These are good ears. You can see as I'm doing the inking on the hand that I was really not happy with how I had done the sketch. So I add like extra bumpiness to the fingers to show that they are extra long and knobby, like a gremlin's hands. And that worked in my brain. And once I added the shading later, it really came through, I think, pretty well. As I was doing this open part of the collar, I realized that I had really messed up the buttons on how the shirt is done, and I would have to redo that. So I just added a couple of new buttons and a little buttonhole. Once again, very happy with the way this fidget spinner looks. It's just nice little art. I liked it. I did draw the wrong part of the illustration on the line art and had to go back and fix that, but it turned out right. The last piece of this sticker is actually the little scrap of paper that goes at the bottom where the line of the poem will be added before they are printed. I'm keeping the poem close to the chest. I really wanted the lip curl around the two teeth to show better than it does. I don't think I ever quite nailed it, but again, still really like the way the little design works. Bringing in the flats was relatively easy gremlin. He gets to be green. The section here where you see that I paused for a little while right after the hair is actually, I went and looked up the exact color of orange for ADHD awareness. According to the website I found, this is the orange. I stole it from their ribbon. Don't sue me. I really am trying to incorporate the awareness colors into these stickers because it's an awareness month thing. Mostly this was a relatively simple design though, so there's not a whole lot of need to talk about the color process. Just pick some colors that look good together and make a little gremlin. Shading is always the last thing I do on any character I design. If I do the shading step, some stickers don't need shading because it's a detail that might not read. I keep my shading simple. I use a single multiply layer with a neutral gray, most of the time 80% brightness, generally speaking. And I just shade in the parts that need to be shaded. It's an important step. It really can add a lot of depth with very, very little work and just kind of make it feel more solid and real on the art piece. So it's worth doing. And really you can get away with just doing it with the little lasso tool. And you can see there that after I added the shade to the hand, it really made that shaping look a lot better. So yeah. Simple solutions to complex problems. So there you go. There's the little ADHD gremlin. I hope you like him. I had a lot of fun drawing him, and my personal rule is if I have fun drawing him, you'll have fun collecting him. Speaking of which, if you want to get your hands on your very own ADHD gremlin, there's only 2 ways to do it. A very limited run of 200 stickers will be available at the C Street Market the second week of October, starting the second Saturday of October. Or you could head over to patreon.com/Taco Viking Studios to join the Patreon as a sticker club member or higher. You will get all of the weekly stickers plus each month's bonus sticker. And you'll help support this channel and my dream of having a business where I just give people stickers and money appears in my bank account. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment letting me know what you think is your favorite aspect of ADHD Gremlin, or conversely, let me know what you hate about him the most. I'm masochist like that. I hope you will continue to join me as I make more stickers and design more little dudes. I've been Matt Brotherton, and I hope you will all remember, as always, to stay weird.